In the late 1930s, as Europe edged closer to war, the Soviet Union recognized the need for a modern, versatile tank. Their solution? The legendary T-34. Designed to be fast, powerful, and resilient, it would go on to become one of the most influential tanks of World War II. But before reaching its final form, the T-34 underwent crucial early developments, each improving upon the last. In this video, we'll explore the first iterations of the T-34, its predecessors like the T-28E, and specialized vehicles such as the ZIS 1294 KM artillery truck. Our story begins in 1937, when Soviet designers were tasked with creating a new medium tank to replace the outdated BT series. Their goal was clear: develop a vehicle that combined speed, armor, and firepower. The result was the T-34 model 1940, a revolutionary design that introduced sloped armor for increased protection and a powerful 500 horsepower V2 diesel engine. The first T-34 rolled off the production line in 1940, armed with the 76.2mm L-11 gun. While innovative, the model 1940 had several drawbacks. The L-11 gun lacked penetration against heavily armored targets, and many early models suffered from mechanical failures. But despite these flaws, the T-34's thick sloped armor gave it superior survivability against most contemporary anti-tank weapons. Compared to German tanks like the Panzer III, the T-34 1940 was more resilient. However, issues such as poor visibility, lack of radios, and difficult turret ergonomics meant that Soviet crews struggled in combat. When Nazi Germany launched Operation Barbarossa in June 1941, thousands of T-34s faced off against the invaded Wehrmacht. German tank crews were shocked by its durability. Many Panzer shells simply bounced off its armor. However, Soviet high command quickly realized that improvements were needed. The T-34 model 1941 introduced the superior F-34 76.2mm gun, which significantly improved its ability to penetrate German armor. Production was also streamlined, allowing Soviet factories to churn out thousands of these tanks. But Soviet crews still faced challenges. Many tanks were rushed into battle without radios, forcing commanders to rely on flag signals for communication. Despite these issues, the T-34 1941 proved devastating against German forces, particularly in the harsh winter conditions of late 1941. Unlike German tanks, which relied on gasoline engines that struggled in freezing temperatures, the T-34's diesel engine functioned reliably, giving Soviet forces a crucial advantage. Before the T-34 became the Soviet Union's dominant tank, the Red Army relied on multi-turreted designs like the T-28. Originally designed in the 1930s as a breakthrough tank, the T-28 was one of the world's first true medium tanks. However, by the late 1930s, its thin armor was proving obsolete. To address this issue, engineers developed the T-28E, a heavily up-armored version designed to withstand enemy fire. Additional armor plates were bolted onto the hull, increasing its protection, but also making it slower and less maneuverable. The T-28E saw combat during the Winter War against Finland and the early days of World War II. However, despite its improvements, it was quickly outclassed by the German Panzer IV and newer anti-tank weapons. By 1941, most T-28s were lost in battle, and production shifted entirely to the T-34. While the T-34 dominated tank warfare, the Soviet Union also relied on specialized support vehicles. One such vehicle was the Zoe IS-1294KM, a mobile anti-aircraft and artillery platform based on the Zoe IS-12 truck chassis. This vehicle was equipped with a 94mm gun, designed to provide long-range fire support against enemy fortifications and aircraft. Unlike stationary artillery, the ZIS-12 could be repositioned quickly, making it a valuable asset on the battlefield. Although not as famous as the T-34, the ZIS-12 played a critical role in Soviet defensive and offensive operations, providing much-needed firepower where it was needed most. The T-34's early models laid the groundwork for Soviet armored supremacy. As the war progressed, further iterations, like the T-34-85, would cement its place in history. But the lessons learned from the T-34 1940 and 1941, as well as from earlier designs like the T-28E, helped shape future Soviet tanks. From the frozen battlefields of Russia to the ruins of Berlin, the T-34 proved itself time and time again. Even today, its legacy lives on, a testament to Soviet engineering and the resilience of those who fought in them. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Soviet armored history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos on military history. See you next time. T-34